Jennifer Lawrence revealed that she has decided against playing Elizabeth Holmes in an upcoming movie because Amanda Seyfried, am I pronouncing that correctly? Seyfried?
It's Seyfried. She's like, it's Seyfried. And I was like, no one says Seyfried, it's Seyfried.
I don't know. Was so good in the role as the Dropout.
When I first read this, I told you, it makes me respect Jennifer Lawrence a little bit more.
I thought that you would be angry that she's saying no to what could be a juicy role just because she could. That was what I was going with.
You know this film is still getting made, whether she's doing it or not. I mean...
So now you're saying you've got a chance. I don't know if I can see you as a blonde.
Yeah, I think maybe I do have a chance. And with one drop of blood, we can totally revolutionize the world.
Okay, actually, that's not bad.
Oh, yes. Wow. I love it.
Hey, it's a good Holmes impression, I think, as your impressions go. There's your audition right there. Just send that in.
I mean, the voice is most of it. I guess you put on the turtleneck and the blonde hair. It's not so bad. Maybe that's what my talent is. It's not accents. It's making my voice go higher and lower. Because I think I do men really well, but they have to be American men.
Wow. Just say it, Joe. White men. Jesus Christ.
It's the accents I just can't do. Even as I'm watching Game of Thrones, I'm trying to do the accents. Jon Snow.
Wow. I'm sure Douglas loves that.
Jon Snow.
You're making the show better when you're doing that as you guys watch?
It's not as we watch. I have enough respect for us to wait until an episode's over.
Surprised you do, but so you just go into a room by yourself and work on your accents afterwards.
Yeah. He's like, who are you talking to?
A large
Absolutely nobody.
Saoirse Ronan.
Saoirse Ronan. That is lovely. Thank you so much, Matt. It's
is that too long to be? By the way, we should use this as an opportunity here. Thanks to Joe, we have a TikTok thing now.
Yeah.
I'll pretend to know how that works. I don't know. Is that too long for TikTok?
No, it's great. It can, technically TikTok, you can now upload videos 10 minutes long, but who wants to do that?
Right.
So long as it's under 3 minutes.
That's under 2.
It is pretty good. But man, I am learning a lot about copyright issues and stuff.
Boy.
Even the video I just uploaded last night to YouTube, we have our robot segment in it. So we have the Domo Arigato Mr. Roboto song that plays for 10 seconds, right?
It should be okay.
And so it said copyright issue found, but then it said you are allowed to use this content.
Good.
Like it is copyrighted, but apparently we don't have enough viewers or we're not monetized, so we're allowed to use it.
There is a little hurdle that I know we were allowed to jump over with regards to...
Cable, right, was 30 seconds.
I always thought that was very arbitrary. My brother told me, who worked at Sirius for a long time, that there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Oh, really?
30 seconds could be 10 seconds. It's basically just if they decide they want to try to get money from you, they'll do it.
Interesting.
And
well, you take one look at us and you could tell we have zero money.
Well, yeah, God, look at all of this. Yeah, and then my whole thing has always been, throw it on YouTube. If they take it off, they take it off.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the issue with TikTok was the one I did with Mike Baker, I needed to put in his opening sort of montage.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Which is the Mission Impossible that morphs into the Peanuts. Mm-hmm. Well, it was because of that music, one of them, I'm not sure which, my money's on the Peanuts theme song.
Oh, I'm sure. Oh, no.
That they removed the sound for the entire thing. So then I had to re-upload it, remove the sound just for the beginning. Then I wanted to lay over a track of me just going do-do-do-do-do-do.
That's great.
But it wouldn't let me just for that segment. So strange. Maybe I'm just using the app wrong, but it's just really convoluted and frustrating. But, I get it, right? So many people are using this app. They're probably just ripping content from everywhere and without crediting people. And I'm the problem.
Well, but then again, also, like, who the fuck is being employed by YouTube corporate to just sit there and fucking go all over these nondescript sites and fun police everything. The way I look at it is it's not copyright infringement, it's a free advertisement for that product. Maybe someone will go and buy a Peanuts soundtrack after seeing Baker look so cute as Linus on our graphic.
Yeah.
But,
I agree.
so fucking annoying.
Anyways, but go ahead and follow us on TikTok, watch our YouTube videos.
You're not selling it. You're not, I need more energy.
Watch. It's a Thursday. I'm
Get
tired.
this woman some coffee. Are you doing anything fun this weekend, or just all work all the time? Makes Joe a dull
Working.
girl.
I do have 2 friends in from LA. So I'll be seeing them.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't like playing host.
Oh, it's a great thing. Well, because they keep very busy. They have family here.
Okay.
So they're spending a lot of time with them. It's just one night that we'll be getting together.
Are they staying at your place?
No. They're staying with their wealthy relatives.
Hopefully, it sounds like you're going to be visiting the wealthy relatives as well.
Oh, their home is beautiful. I've been to this home before. It's like downtown, and it's a lofted space.
Oh, good Lord.
You can tell it used to be like a factory of some sort.
Oh, nice.
So it's tall, and they have like exposed beams, and like it's just an all open floor plan. It's so cool.
Lots of natural light. I need natural light.
Well, yeah, I think they have skylights because they are on the top floor.
It's like $2 million to get a tiny studio in Manhattan now, people. Studio, $2 million.
It is.
What are we doing?
It is expensive. Let's talk about Election Day for forever. One of the ballot things we were voting on was to determine the actual cost of living or not.
Oh, yeah.
And that passed, which I voted yes on because I'm curious. I want to know how close I am to the poverty level.
I can tell you right now, you're in it.
Like, I really do want to know what the cost of living is and then be like, oh shit, should I budget more? Am I spending too much? Like, what should I be saving?
At 47, I still act as if, well, I'll probably be dead tomorrow as far as my spending is concerned, so no savings.
Yeah, but then when you get older, your family members are going to have to support you. Watch, you're going to end up living until you are 95.
No, I hope not. That's just the worst thing you've ever said to me. I'm figuring 50 tops.
That's what happens, right? It's the people who don't want to that end up doing it.
I know. Keith Richards, still amongst us. Yeah, that's... oof. I really need to work on the whole budgeting thing. Well, but speaking of, have you guys gotten any of that sweet Budweiser money yet? We got to find that commercial. Is there a keywords we can type in so we can finally see Douglas, her way better halves?
I mean, once
Budweiser commercial.
Once Steve is back in the booth and Bobby isn't manning everything, we can search for it.
It's like just ding don. I'm assuming if you type in ding don and Budweiser or Bud Light.
I think if you search Bud Light NFL commercial on YouTube,
you're gonna find a lot of stuff on that. But
2022.
Okay. Anyways, if you see a tall bearded fellow answering a door, that would be. And
On the other side of the
Have you guys gotten the sweet checks yet?
It is funny. So he gets checks every few months. And the frustrating thing is that payment takes forever because it has to go through from the agency, the ad agency, to, I don't know, the actors union, then to his agents, then through, like, it's a whole thing.
This age
so
of
he'll know that there is money coming and he can see how much. But then it'll be another few weeks before he even gets it, which is annoying. But what's great is when he does get one of these big checks and we go out to dinner, he's always like, I'll pay for dinner.
Of course.
And I'm like, oh, did you just get a check? Okay, great.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Fabulous. So, yeah, it's rolling in. It's not just that. He still has some other commercials that are playing.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I saw a giant poster right near here of the Back to the Future musical. And Douglas is auditioning for this. Doc, right? Doc Brown?
The understudy for Doc. It's like Broadway shows are weird now. You end up playing a bunch of different tracks.
Okay.
But yeah, it would be the understudy for Doc, and then he would be another part.
It's amazing they've already got the billboards and they're still auditioning and everything though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's right next to Penn Station.
Oh, okay.
Huge. You can't miss it when you go off into 7th. But that's very exciting. You said the songs are actually kind of catchy because you've been hearing them rehearsing.
Yeah, I think so.
Talk about getting a cash influx with that, huh?
I don't know that I would want to pay a ton of money to see it. I don't know how much tickets are going to be. I might do like try for the lottery where you can get cheaper tickets to see it, because I am curious how they're going to do the car stuff and the time all
They'll
of that.
do some sort of Steve and I were talking about it a couple days ago. Like, remember Spider-Man, Turn Off the Dark? They're going to have, whereas all the Spider-Men basically got crippled,
Oh my God, yes.
went all over the place and getting injured and all that stuff. They're definitely going to have some sort of unbelievably expensive, like, industrial light magic, the car like flying over everyone in the audience and stuff like
Maybe.
that, and fire tire tracks.
Did one of those Spider-Men die?
I know a lot of them got horrifically injured
Yeah.
and sued lucratively. That's what I got to do. That's how I get my money. I got to get back to getting the buses to just.
First, you need a musical
get
theater
into
degree.
The middle of the street, and just come on, right in me.
Yeah, but now there's cameras everywhere, so they would see that you were, walking into traffic.
I have some sort of mental issue where I'm a very slow walker, and then just jaywalk accordingly.
Yeah,
I like how you're mulling this over.
I guess you still would technically have the right of way.
Pedestrians always have the right of way. Studios may cost $2 million, but we got the right of way. Yeah, you just don't care.
Yeah, I don't know. I would rather. Well, one of the reasons why I do walk over all those grates.
I thought you were going to say homeless people.
No, some people won't walk over grates. I will, because if I fall through, I get a lot of money.
There she is. See, I didn't know we were of the same mind on this. No, it's amazing. They say that this is an entire city of scaffolding, and half of them are just there because we have all these older buildings that have gargoyles on them, and that you would never be able to make them now, but they're all just worried for being sued if the gargoyles.
It's actually not the gargoyles.
So if it's pouring rain, you can get from one end of the city to another
I know.
and not get wet.
Or in the summer, it's the shade. You walk on the shady sides of the street.
Right.
But no, it's because I think in New York there's a law that they have to check the bricks on the buildings every 5 to 10 years. But then the scaffolding is up for 2 to 3 years as they check all the bricks. So there's only about a year and a half in between without scaffolding.
You like sexy boys?
Sexy men?
No, boys, right?
No.
Like sexy little boys.
Maybe when I was a girl I did, but
Like sexy little gay boys when she was a girl. Those are the first couple guys she dated. Our competition has been in the news, i.e. Kelly and Ryan.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. People's Sexiest Man. Oh, we had a great... I should have given this to Bobby and Steve. Matt made a great Mike Baker World's Sexiest Man
Oh, yeah.
on People Magazine last night. It's on the Twitters. But Kelly Ripa... This is so weird. I have a lot of questions. All seems very manufactured to me. Apparently, she claims did not know that her son had made the Hollywood Sexiest People thing in People Magazine as sexy, the spawn of sexy people that are also sexy. And Ryan Seacrest, I don't know why her son would not tell her about this, and that this was indeed the first time she saw it. I'm thinking that she knew about it, but she certainly acted like she didn't. Ryan Seacrest yesterday sprung the new cover on her, and this is her checking out her sexy son. The video should be a little lower. Here we go.
Considered you just a handsome, lovely fellow, conscientious, hardworking, diligent,
That's
respectful.
that's
I had no
her
idea
husband,
that you
or-
were considered sexy.
That's, I guess, the appropriate response.
Something to be proud of.
No, I know. I always found his father to be sexy.
And he looks exactly like
apple
his
tree?
father, except for the blue eyes.
Weird. It's weird. And that has got to be weird if you're a parent and you're God forbid, still attracted to your husband after so many years. There's Big.
There's Baker.
The pursed lips. Ugh. There's something about that really grosses me out. He's doing. You know who else does that is Alec Baldwin. Paul McCartney does that look.
Well, I'm pretty
mini
sure
blowjob,
it's
pursed
the
lip.
exact look of, was it Chris Evans who won it? I can't remember who's the actual guy.
Yeah,
but,
Captain America.
I think that was the look he was giving, so they just manipulated his face.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
So funny. But if like you're still attracted to your husband so many years into marriage, God bless him. And then you make a kid that looks exactly like your husband. Isn't that a little weird when you think about it?
I think it's weirder when it's the girl that looks like the husband, which so often happens. And then when the son looks like the mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's really confusing.
And that clip didn't really show much. I mean, but I guess like he's got his shirts all off and he's doing the sexy pose and everything.
I mean, he was on.
I don't know how old he is, but
he was on that show Riverdale, I think, which was on the CW, playing the son of the Mark Consuelos character.
I didn't know Mark Consuelos was on Riverdale.
I think so. It's like, you know, every TV show now is a soap opera. So that's how he got his start. Makes sense he would go back to it.
But congratulations, Kelly Ripa and her sexy, sexy son. I don't know who else made the cut as far as the spawn of celebrities are concerned, but I remember, and she's been in a bunch of movies, that Meryl Streep's daughter looks a lot like her. And if you look at pictures of Meryl Streep young, it's uncanny.
Meryl Streep's daughter does not, in my opinion, look very much like her.
Oh,
I watched her all season in
your opinion is not valid.
In that
she looks exactly like her.
old New York show.
That doesn't narrow it down. It's the old New York show.
It's like Downton Abbey, but for New York. I can't remember the name now.
Oh, yeah, the Gilded Age.
Gilded Age, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She's in that. But she looks exactly like her. I don't know what you're talking about. You don't have eyes. Yeah, Ryan Seacrest. Okay, so Ripa's 52. Well, she looks great. And her son is 25. I suppose that's at an age where you could probably keep it from mom. He's not living at home anymore, I guess. They're young parents. And it's Michael Consuelos. And I wonder, I guess that means Kelly's, if she took his last name. Okay, well then, no, she's got two daughters then. There's another daughter that looks just like her, because that one doesn't. I'll give you that.
Yeah, does she have a second daughter? I think she does, and that one does look more like her.
Looks a lot like her. They've got another, he has a brother, Joaquin.
Yeah.
Good name. And
their daughter, Bella, I think.
Yes, I love that you know that.
I know.
And, yeah, they say, this I thought was weird.
Oh, yeah, Okay, Louise.
Mamie Gummer.
Mamie,
great name.
And then
she's
Grace.
the one that looks like her, or maybe Grace. I don't know. Both of them look like her.
Do they have different fathers, or did they just pick their last names? I don't.
They like Hubba Bubba, those two. So they're like, we'll make our name gum like. He and their dad wants them always to dress like him. Says Michael, I got new glasses, and my dad texts me, "Where did you get those glasses?" And I'm like, "Oh, no, can you at least pick a different color? My dad, my brother, and I will be wearing the same black pants and gray shirt." And I'm like, I try to look a little different than that. I like to stand out a little bit, but I still raid my dad's closet. So that's how you be sexy, I guess.
I don't know. People who have relationships with their parents where they will wear their clothing, I find very strange.
That's a little odd, isn't it?
I have never.
What would you look like if you dressed like your mom? How does your mom describe your mom's personal style?
JCPenney.
Boy, I don't know what is. But JCPenney to me is just might as well said store.
You know, it's a whole lot of cotton. Sometimes, you know, with like a nice little floral pattern across the front of a shirt.
I love a good floral pattern.
Jeans, sneakers, just regular.
I don't think I've ever seen my mom in jeans.
Really?
Not once.
What does she wear?
Mom stuff. L.O. Bean.
Okay, like chinos.
I guess, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Floral arrangements. I guess there's a JCPenney element too.
Floral arrangements. She's
wears
just covered in flowers.
Just covered. But well, yeah, you wear your jeans. You wear all that stuff. You kind of dress like your mom.
Oh, there are moments where I will be like, oh gosh, I'm really looking like my mother now.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that. Do you ever have fanny packs?
I do have one.
Put your snacks in?
I do have a fanny pack. I can remember.
Thanks, Joanne, my guys.
The fanny pack my mother would wear when we would go to Six Flags Great Adventure. It was a red, like a dark red Jansport fanny pack.
Love it.
And she would put, especially if we were going on water rides, She would have, you know, the credit cards and the money and everything
Sure.
in a plastic baggie.
That's a good mom.
And inside the fanny pack. But see, my fanny pack I don't wear on my fanny. The cool kids wear it as a shoulder bag. So, like, the pack goes right in the front, and then the strap goes over the top shoulder and under the arm.
Sounds like it hurt the boobs.
I mean, if I had a chest, maybe. my
point.
child medium-sized body.
Yeah. For all you looking to get her a Bull sweatshirt. Well, congratulations to Mike Consuelos.
Speaking of mothers,
This is not going to be. Get ready for the bad seg.
what? That was a great segue.
I don't even know what you're segging.
Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. Oh, thank you. Here it comes.
She's got less eggs than a chicken farm is what we're hearing, huh? Or is she pregnant or what?
No, Jennifer Aniston is not pregnant. But finally, thank you. Finally, she has kicked, what's his name? Who played Chandler? Matthew Perry. She has kicked him to the curb with all of his news stories.
Good Lord.
Because now Jennifer Aniston is on, apparently, the last cover of Allure magazine. It's going to be the last print issue of this mag.
I don't remember when magazine.
Jennifer Aniston is going to be on the December, she's the December cover story. And she reveals that in her late 30s into her 40s, no one was aware, but she was trying to get pregnant.
I was very
She
aware.
said it was a challenging road for her,
Was for both of us.
especially during these years and years of speculation. She said, I was going through IVF, drinking Chinese teas, you name it. I was throwing everything at it. I would have given anything if
pregnant.
someone had said to me, freeze your eggs, do yourself a favor. You just don't think it.
I told her
So
that.
here I am today, the ship has sailed.
We after one of our many vigorous lovemaking sessions, I'm just like, honey, might be time to think about freezing the eggs.
And then she got pissed that you called her honey. It was a bit demeaning.
We have our little pet names, okay?
Now,
I used to call her Eggless.
but the
That was
fact,
another one.
I don't know,
pet
she
name I had
says she
for her.
would have given anything if someone had told her to freeze her eggs.
You knew this was the
I
thing.
find that hard to believe that, like, you're going to specialists, you have all the money,
Yeah.
and no one suggested freezing eggs. I guess maybe when she was in her late 30s, that was, what, over 10
40
years
years
ago?
ago.
20 years ago. So maybe that wasn't as prevalent, or maybe it was even more invasive then. But these days, every influencer I've seen on social media is freezing their eggs. So,
And recording it.
yeah.
Going through the process
Yeah.
because you get a little crazy with all the hormones. Here's my theory. She never did any of that stuff.
Really?
She wasn't barren at all, and I should know. I mean, again, many a vigorous lovemaking session.
Was she a generous lover?
She was a very generous. She didn't want to have a baby because she was worried that the baby would have her original nose.
Oh, you know, that is a real thing. I follow this one girl that I used to be friends with in middle school.
I like it already.
I don't know why we were friends. She was kind of a bully.
Like you.
But I remember we were in Spanish class. We were learning restaurant terms. And because it was a restaurant setting, our teacher decided to light actual tea candles and put them on our little desks that we formed into tables. Well, this girl takes a pen cap, puts it in the flame, takes the pen cap out, puts it on my forehead.
I love her already.
And I suffer a first-degree burn. I have to go to the nurse's office. No candles were allowed anymore after that scenario.
That is fucked up. Wait, did she give a reason why? Like, she just looked at you and was like, meh, meh.
She was like, I wanted to see what would happen.
Did she get in a lot of trouble?
I probably not. I don't know.
How did you react? I mean, were you
I was pissed.
But like, they just comes out of nowhere. That is absolutely insane.
Here I am, the girl with the back brace and a burn on my forehead. Anyways, so she had a bit of a nose on her and got a nose job, I think in high school. We ended up going to different high schools. But she is now married and has 2 kids. Oh, and I am like watching as their noses develop because I'm very curious what they are going to look like. Is this my revenge? Is this?
Boy, you play the long game. That's, boy,
Been waiting.
just do not thwart Joe. It might not happen till you're 70, but she'll get back at you.
You know what's really sad is that she probably doesn't even remember burning me.
Of course not. No. Yeah, that's how it works.
Isn't that sad, though? You should remember your first public burning, unless it wasn't. Unless she always does this, and I was just the first one who was like, ouch.
It's that she's definitely a sociopath, but there is like certainly footage of Jennifer Aniston's original, more Greek nose, shall we say?
Yes.
And I believe possibly the Leprechaun movies. Certainly her first TV show, which was, of course, the TV show of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That shockingly, and you know what? I think they hired her to play Ferris's sister because her nose was rather similar to Aaron Gray's in the movie.
Yeah.
And Aaron Gray famously got a nose job, and all those Dirty Dancing roles and what was the other one? Wolverines, Red Dawn, all dried up. She was unrecognizable, and she had a cute little Jewish nose that made her differently attractive, I would say. I certainly wanted to do horrible things to her. Looks cute in Ferris.
Are there any current well-known...
There we are. Thank you, boys.
Are there any current famous actresses who have a significant nose? That, like, has not... I guess...
Yes. Yeah. And then you kind of do the gradual sculpting, so it's not obvious right away. We all learned from Aaron Gray's mistake, I guess.
Yeah.
So even on the far left there, I think she'd already had a little work done. But yeah, I mean, DNA, people. The kids are not going to get what the doctor gave her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Something else she says in this article...
She looks cute there, though.
She talks about joining social media. So, like, famously...
Look at that hair.
It was in 2019, right before the pandemic. She joined Instagram. But the reason why she joined was she was about to launch a hair care line.
Oh, you got to do that then.
But then the pandemic happened, so the hair care line didn't launch. And she had Instagram. And so she said, it's torture for me. Now I'm just stuck being on Instagram. It doesn't come naturally. So she hates it. But it's like, you can hate it because you don't need it. There are some people who need it and hate it.
When her first photo, I remember, broke Instagram because it was all the Friends cast.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and like I've told this before, but just briefly, Sherrod Small, and you'll love.
Yes.
He was good. He used to be great pals with John Mayer. I think they're still rather tight. But for a while, John Mayer dated Jennifer Aniston. For one weekend, or it might have been a week, I don't know why, they holed up in Sherrod's place, him and fucking Jennifer Aniston. How surreal is that? And they smoke all Sherrod's weed. I think that's why Jennifer and Brad got along so well. They're both big old potheads. And Sherrod's like, what the fuck? These guys are really rich. And he's the one buying all the weed and everything.
Yes.
And then finally they give him a thank you gift, and it was a case of Smart Water because Jennifer Aniston was a spokesperson. That was their.
Truthfully,
was sorry I smoked all your weed gift.
If I am at a bodega and I have my choice of all the waters, I'm going to choose Smart
What makes
Water.
it Smart Water apart from the title? Is it like electrolytes in it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Also, I just really enjoy the bottle. I like the shape of it. I like the feel of it. I like the cap.
Interesting. Well,
I also really enjoy Fiji water because of the square bottle. It also tastes cleaner.
It's the power of marketing. It tastes.
Yeah.
It tastes just
Good
like
for them.